Hi everybody, let's get on with this video, shall we? All is not well on the set of Marvel's Doomsday. Apparently, there was an altercation between two of the actors, and I believe it was Robert Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds. They apparently almost came to blows. I think what it was that Ryan Reynolds said something to Robert Downey Jr. and he didn't like it. And of course, it all kicked off. And you know, these actors, they've got such big egos, haven't they? They think the world revolves around them. Nobody else matters. Nobody else matters them. But apparently, it all kicked off. Ryan Reynolds said something to Robert Downey Jr. And of course, Robert Downey Jr. didn't like it. By all accounts, this movie, Doomsday, hasn't got a script. I'm working from a script, and they haven't got a script. So I don't know how they're going to learn their lines if they haven't got a script. Well, that's what's going around in them anyway. But apparently, like I've said, those two, Downey Jr. and Ryan Reynolds, almost came to blows. I believe they've settled it, but I think there's quite a bit of tension on this movie, Doomsday movie, uh, and of course there's a lot of actors in this movie that I think they've got every Hollywood star in it, just like the old Hollywood of years ago when they used to make blockbuster movies, and there was all sorts of actors in it. All the whole of Hollywood was in some of these movies, but apparently there's tension on the set. Uh, I think they've settled it, but it's still it's still bubbling under the surface. Somebody's only got to say something about something, and it all kicks off. I mean, you've got Alan Cummings, who plays Nightcrawler in the X-Men movies. He's moaning about how he's not acting with anybody. All his scenes are green screen scenes. That's all he's doing. And he's moaning about it. He's not acting with anybody. Ian McKellar, who was in the Lord of the Rings movie, was also did that. He didn't act with anybody. It was all green screen with his scenes. And I don't think he complained. But you know, these actors, these Hollywood actors, they've got such big egos, haven't they? Like I've said, they think the world just revolves around them. But apparently, like I've said, there's tension on the set of Marvel's Doomsday movie. And of course, it's being filmed at the moment in the UK. I think they were going to film it in America, but they decided to film it over here. I mean, this everybody's predicting that this movie will be a flop. Will be will be the flop of 2026 because it's comes out next year, doesn't it? Whether it gets delayed or not, we don't know because so many other movies have been delayed, haven't they? I mean, you've only got to look at the new Fantastic Four movie. It's been a complete flop, hasn't it? That one has. I mean, Pedro Pascal. I mean, he's moaning about one thing or another, blaming the moviegoers for Fantastic Four flopping, because it has been a flop, and he's complaining about it. I mean, like I've said, these Hollywood stars, they've got such big egos, haven't they? big egos. I don't think any of them would have lasted 5 minutes in the Hollywood of the golden age of Hollywood of years ago when the big stars was around. They wouldn't have lasted 5 minutes. But like I've said, there's tension on the set of the latest Marvel movie, Doomsday. Of course, it's going to be filmed to back, and every then people are predicting that this movie will is going to make 100 billion. I don't think it will. I think it's going to be a flop. I mean, like I've just said, look at the Fantastic Four and the Superman film. That hasn't made and it has it. Has it been made money? That's fell well short of making money. And like I've said, the Fantastic Four. I mean, how many more superhero movies are we going to have to put up with? I think everybody's getting fed up of them now. I've had enough of them. I mean, haven't they got anything else to they could make different movies instead of keep turning out superhero films all the while? It's one after another, isn't it? With these superhero films, I think as like everybody said, and all the other YouTubers say, it's superhero to feed. Getting fed up of it. They don't want to keep people don't want to keep paying their money, hard-earned money, to see superhero films every summer. I mean, some of them can't remember the last time Marvel had a hit. One of their movies was a hit. I think it was Endgame that made a lot of money, but since then they seem to be turning out flop after flop. Like I've said with the Doomsday, Marvel's next movie, Doomsday, that's I'm predicting that's not going to be a hit. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all again in another one.